It is Black Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys have had an awesome week with your family, friends, ate lots of turkey, lots of potatoes. Potatoes are high in lysine. That is good for herpes outbreaks. Anyways, I'm just checking in. How is everyone doing? I hope that you guys have had just an epic holiday season or the kickoff to the holidays. I know I have. I'm exhausted. Been celebrating for like 2 weeks now, so I'm pretty exhausted. But anyways, not about me. Welcome. Hope you all are enjoying your holiday. Okay, my name's Alexandra. I'm founder of Life with Herpes. I've had herpes since 2003. It's kind of a long time. I was diagnosed in 2003 with HSV1 and then 2011 with HSV2. So I have been going public about my herpes diagnosis since 2017, which is, kind of a long time. It's something that was obviously very terrifying, scary, and controversial in the beginning, but I truly knew at the end of the day, it can help support people, and that is my goal here. Like I said, I was diagnosed with oral herpes in 2003. That diagnosis, that stigma, having oral herpes was nothing compared to what it's like living with genital herpes. So this is your opportunity here to ask your questions. This is your opportunity to speak up. Thank you for the hearts. I see you guys have been giving me some hearts. I really appreciate that. That makes me happy. If you know someone that's living with herpes, definitely send them this information, share this with them because it's an opportunity to help them. And of course, again, like I said, ask your questions, hear what you have. And a lot of times I'll get hundreds of questions and I don't get a chance to get through all of them. So I am, anyways, I was just reading something. So anyways, I am letting you guys know that. And I'll just keep going with my questions. So are you only exposed to give the virus if someone else when you have a cold sore? Not sure I understand the question, but is someone else when you have, okay. So it looks like exposure or how to transmit it. So you are contagious when you have an active cold sore, an active lesion, like an active blister, whether it's oral or genital, you're contagious at that point. Or when the virus is shedding. So the virus can shed and the host typically has no signs or symptoms. It would be considered asymptomatic shedding. Sometimes there are symptomatic shedding, which would be like tingles or itches, that type of feeling, but that's when we're contagious. Unfortunately, we don't always know when we're contagious. So obviously if we have an active outbreak, we know that we're contagious, but we don't always know. Can I do a cartwheel? Of course. I'm a left-handed cartwheel person though. What helps with outbreaks for HSV2? So for me, I've been dealing with this for a long time. Diet has a little bit to do, or not a little bit, diet, lifestyle, and stress are what play a role into it. For me personally, my diet's clean. I eat a really clean diet. I'm very healthy. I exercise. I eat clean. So with that being said, there are certain foods that can trigger outbreaks in a lot of people. Certain foods would be high arginine foods, which includes peanuts, chocolate, caffeine, coconut, sugar, processed foods, fast foods. Those can all really impact herpes outbreaks. And then another one would be lifestyle. Like what type of lifestyle? Do you take care of your body? Are you exercising? Are you sleeping? Do you have a high stress job? And then the third would be stress. So there's lifestyle stress, like everyday stress. Like I was stressed today to get my son in the car to go to the Nutcracker. That was very stressful. But that type of stress shouldn't cause a herpes outbreak. I'm talking stress like adrenaline pumping through your veins. So if you are in school and you're studying for finals, if you have a very stressful job, if you are in a high stress environment, that can be causing herpes outbreaks. So I would say if you need something to take, I am a huge fan of lysine. I have it right here. I take lysine daily. This is what oops, that's not it. I've been taking this daily for a number of years now. I now take lysine and monolaurin together. They're in cahoots together. You need one with you don't need them together, but for people living with herpes, this is really, 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 really helpful. So lysine is an essential amino acid. It's a protein that helps block the replication of the herpes virus. Basically, it blocks the arginine from entering into the herpes virus. which means it helps it out of replication mode. When the herpes virus is not replicating, we're not getting as many herpes outbreaks. So it naturally helps suppress the herpes virus. So I take this, and then and you can buy this anywhere. This is the best company that I have found. I have people reaching out to me weekly. I have companies reaching out to me. I've researched other lysine. This is the best lysine that I have personally found. And based on my own research, when it comes to the efficacy of the company, when it comes to the owner, the founder of the company, when it comes to the ingredients, all of that. So this is the best out there, and it's extremely affordable. Right now it's on Black Friday sale, but it's about $20, $19 a bottle, which is extremely cost effective. Then we have monolaurin. Okay, so monolaurin is lauric acid, which is something that's found in human breast milk, coconuts, and palm oil. So what this does is it dissolves or breaks down or disrupts the outer layer of enveloped viruses. What are enveloped viruses? Enveloped viruses are herpes virus and other viruses. What does that mean? Well, when it's an enveloped virus, there's a shell around it, and our immune system can't penetrate that cell. So if our immune system, that shell, so the immune system can't penetrate it, it can't go in and do what it's supposed to do. So monolaurin disrupts that shell and allows our immune system to go in and fight it. So taking these together are extremely helpful in suppressing herpes outbreaks or naturally helping suppress it. There is no cure, so that's not what I'm saying. This is not a cure, but it's something that we can naturally take. These are on Black Friday special right now. It ends today. This is something new in my life. It's called Angiographis. This is amazing, and what it does is it goes in, and once again, it disrupts the herpes virus. It helps with preventing outbreaks as well as helping prevent the virus coming into your body. So if you don't have herpes, this can help prevent that intrusion, I guess we want to use. So like I said, these are all Black Friday sale, ends today. All right, enough about that promotion. It's all linked for you. Go check it out. Your lips swell so bad. Okay, again, I have more. And I'm not trying to like promote, but if your lips swell when you get herpes outbreaks. Okay, so I live in Las Vegas. My lips are always dry. And when you deal with herpes outbreaks, you don't want your lips to be dry, cracked, all that, because it can feel like you're getting a sensation. This is the SPF Lifesaver Lip Balm. It's naturally SPF'd. Has natural ingredients that include lysine. So we just talked about lysine. There's lysine in this, so you can apply it topically to help with any outbreaks that may be happening, or if you do have an outbreak, it'll definitely help soothe it externally. It has other natural ingredients: peppermint, red raspberry, seed oil, beeswax, coconut oil, all sorts of yummy things in here that can help soothe it. So I highly recommend this. This is also on Black Friday sale. Check it out. I use this daily. I use it with or without a herpes outbreak, but it's amazing. Can you do, wait, that. So how often after you've been exposed can you get tested? I would wait about 6 weeks. So here's the thing. The incubation period for herpes is about 2 to 14 days. It's actually 2 to 12 days. So within 2 weeks, you should typically get your first outbreak if you've been infected with herpes. But it can take weeks, months, years for you to even get your first outbreak. So if you've been exposed to it, I would wait at least 6 weeks. What you need is your body to get antibodies. So they're going to test you for antibodies. Thank you for your platform. Yesterday I had the talk with a new partner. Your videos helped. Yay! I'm so happy, Claudia. That's awesome. Awesome. I'm really happy that this has been helpful for you. How soon did you know you had herpes? So I was dating somebody for about 6 weeks, and I got a herpes outbreak after a weekend we spent together. So I don't know if I got it that weekend or if I got it within those 6 weeks. Oral herpes, I kissed somebody with a cold sore. He kissed me with a cold sore, and because I was like, and it took like 3 days. It was like it was pretty immediate. Would you use the antiviral along with the lysine or not? So I'm not a doctor. I can't recommend or prescribe. Personally, I have used it with the antiviral, and I've used it alone. Currently, I no longer am taking the antiviral. I'm want to be as natural as possible. It's just kind of the phase I am in, I guess. Like after becoming a mom, I'm like really natural. So I just take lysine, I take monolaurin, and then, oh, that's angiographis. I take monolaurin, and then I take my multivitamins like D, B, C, you know, prenatal, all that. And then angiographis is new in my life, like as of like the last 2 weeks. This is also great for respiratory viruses since we have all this going around right now. Okay. Lysine made you break out so bad. Was it break out like herpes or break out like acne? That's a good, with acne. I haven't heard of that happening. I have not heard that happening. So potentially what lysine did you try, or is there a side effect? Maybe your body, sometimes like when your body's like clearing out stuff, it gets worse before it gets better. I'm not sure. How often do I have outbreaks? I said intrusion? I don't know if I said intrusion. How often do I get outbreaks? Oral outbreaks. In 20 years, I've had 4 oral outbreaks, so not very often. Genital outbreaks, I'm at the point now where I get them if I'm stressed. So again, if it is repeated like daily stress, adrenaline pumping through my veins. I'm working on my master's right now, my master's in theology. I'm a minister. I can add pastoral counseling, so that's something to keep in mind if you are faith-based. But anyways, I'm working on that, and getting all my like coursework done has been really stressful for me. So when I'm working on school, I get outbreaks, just to give you a reference. Oopsies. How do I get the link? So the links to everything I've talked about is linked in my bio right here. And you can definitely check them out. This is the monolaurin. This is the lysine. Here you are. But they're all linked for you. You can check them out. Someone right here saying lysine is the truth. You never had an outbreak. Yeah, lysine is super helpful. And again, nothing is like guaranteed, right? So, but I'm looking at it. There are things we can do to help prevent outbreaks. Is it guaranteed to prevent outbreak? No. Are there things we can do to make them further and few between? Absolutely. Are there things that we can do that are not supplement based? It's more like meditation, breath work, spending time in the fresh air, sunlight, reading a book, sitting outside, doing things we love, not just like boom, 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 working. Absolutely. Does that help as well? Absolutely. Getting plenty of sleep? Yes. I don't know about you, but I have not had good sleep this week. Has anyone else had like really poor sleep because either alcohol or eating too much? I like get in bed every night. I'm like, oh, that was too much alcohol. And my heart's like racing. And it's like, when I say too much, it's like 3 glasses of wine, like me getting wild. Can lysine stop transmission? How can I take it on its own instead of the antiviral? It does not stop transmission. Actually, nothing out there stops transmission. Even the antiviral does not stop transmission. From what we can talk about, the antiviral is the best thing out there. But according to the FDA, it's the best thing out there to prevent transmission. Well, I can take that back. Not having skin-to-skin transmission is guaranteed not to transmit herpes, but that's not possible, right? We want to live life. We want to enjoy things. So, I would say if you're looking for the best, it would be the antiviral. If you don't want to take the antiviral like me, then the lysine is going to be your next best bet. Also, like I said, learning most recently about angiographis, this is going to be extremely helpful. There are some studies that show it helps prevent, what was the word they used? It helps prevent it entering a body. There's like all these medical words. I need to go back and study it, but it basically helps someone that doesn't have herpes, helps prevent them from getting it. So there is a study out there, which is amazing. Again, I'm not a doctor. I can't make claims. I can't recommend, but this is just based on some medical reviews and some articles out there. So this is also amazing. Shingles in the herpes family. It is. It is in the family. Can I type all this out? Yes. Let me try to type. How do I type? Oh, interact. I don't know how to type, guys. I don't know how to do this. Comment. There we go. What else is going on, guys, as I'm doing this? like I said, they are having the supplements have, I have to figure out how to spell this, angiographis. It's the last day for Black Friday. They never go this deep. They did it exclusively for the Life with Herpes community. So they did it just for our community because our community is so passionate, and they what I've heard from the Life with Herpes community is just like a legit community, and they want to support us. So that's why they are giving us the largest discount that they offer. So andrographis. Okay. Anyways, let me go back and see where I was. Okay. Shingles is, do you stay on Valtrex? I do not. So anyway, shingles is a herpes virus. Yes. Shingles, mono is a herpes virus. They're all in the herpes family. Do I stay on the antiviral Valtrex? I do not. I no longer take it. The one for respiratory is the angiographis right here. I just put it in the chat. And it's just go to the herpes supplement link in there for Black Friday and you should find it. Can someone go to jail for giving the HSC without telling you? I don't know about jail. There are people that have sued for herpes. Here's the thing. I am a big person on practicing forgiveness and taking responsibility. And at the end of the day, I have made the decision to be intimate with somebody, and that was my decision. Did he know or not know? He says he doesn't know, so I believe him, or I am going to take that as his response. Would I want to sue him for it? No. Was I angry? Yeah. Right? Was I pissed off? Absolutely. But when you want to sue someone, it's going to take you through, you got to go through depositions, and you got to go through so many things. They're going to talk to your exes. They're going to go through and unwind every little aspect of your dating life, your sexual health, all that. And it's at the end of the day, it may or may not, at the end of the day, you still have herpes, and in the day you still made those decisions. And so, I just say, let's practice forgiveness and practice responsibility of doing that. How much lysine do you have to take? I would follow the recommendations and the serving size on each one. Typically, it's recommended 1,000 milligrams daily as a prophylactic, and up to 3,000 milligrams if you have an active outbreak. Where do the outbreaks be? So for me, I have oral herpes, and then I have genital herpes. My oral herpes is usually right here, and my genital herpes is around my anal opening and on my tailbone. How do you catch herpes? It's skin to skin. So typically you have to come in contact with somebody that has it, and you would need to come skin to skin contact with them. Where can we buy the lip balm? It's linked for you. It is the Secret Society Wellness. It's on Black Friday sale. It's linked for you. It's like the herpes wellness product would be there for you in the link. Why don't I stay on the antiviral? Honestly, I don't want to take medications, period. The antiviral is great if that's where you are in your life, meaning you're dating or you don't want to deal with another outbreak. I personally believe that my body or our bodies are able to keep it dormant, and there's millions of people out there living with herpes that don't get outbreaks because their body is healing it on their own. And so I want to be one of those people as well. So I'm going to keep my body as healthy as possible in order to get or prevent outbreaks. You always change your toothbrush and pillowcase. Yeah, you're not going to reinfect yourself if you are sharing a bed with somebody. That's great. You're not going to reinfect yourself if you already have the antivirals. So you never mix lysine with the antivirals? I absolutely have. I did. I used to do that all the time. When I used to take the antiviral, I would take it just when I had outbreaks, and I would keep the lysine going as well. Guys, thank you for the follows. I see that. Thank you. I appreciate the follows. Also, if you know someone that has herpes and they need to hear this information, please share this with them. It's going to be so helpful. Again, I am here to educate. I'm here to remove the stigma. I'm here to keep people from feeling ostracized, from being alone, and we're not on an island. 80% of the population has herpes. Alive, it's just herpes. It's not HIV. Yeah, absolutely. How are you alive? Oh, I see. How am I alive? I have a virus that 80% of the people have. So 2 out of 3 people have HSV1 and 1 out of 6. Sometimes it's 1 out of 5. Sometimes it's 1 out of 4 from stats I've said, but we'll just be a little conservative here and go 1 out of 6. And say that, yeah, the 80% of the population has herpes. It doesn't kill you. There's other viruses out there. There's other STIs that could potentially kill you. Herpes is not one of them. Herpes is extremely common. You can get it sexually or not sexually. So one of the other things that's really important to know is herpes is not included in the STI panel. So the majority of the people that have herpes are asymptomatic and don't know they have it. So if you have not been tested for herpes, I highly recommend it. That's something that you do so that you can know if you have it, your partner has it. It's really helpful. Ways to keep it dormant. You have one every few months. I would say diet, keeping your diet healthy, living a healthy lifestyle. Again, stress. Try to remove the stress from your life. And like I said, I've been doing monolaurin and lysine, and that's really, really helpful. Also making sure that you have other supplements in your body like vitamin B, vitamin D, zinc. Those are all helpful with your immune system. The more you can help your immune system, the more that you can help prevent your outbreaks. How did I get both? My immune system was probably under a lot of stress. I was in my 20s. I wasn't taking care of myself. So yeah, someone kissed me with one, and the other one, my ex-boyfriend had genital herpes. And typically you don't get both, you get one or the other. But my immune system was shot. I had BV, I had yeast infections. I was not emotionally stable. I was binge eating. I was doing all those things that are really hard on your body. And so that's why I got herpes twice. You just Googled, CDC says 48% has HSV1 and 12% HSV2. How's that 80? So the numbers can vary. It depends. I've read statistics where 68% of the population, 67% of the population has HSV1 and 13% has HSV2. So that comes to 80%. Here's the thing. 90% of the people living with HSV2 don't know they have it. So the majority of the people living with herpes, HSV, don't know they have it. So you have doctors or people saying it's anywhere from everyone has it to 90%, 80%, 70%. If you don't have herpes, you've been exposed to herpes multiple times. You have people in your life that have herpes that are in your life all the time. So herpes is extremely common, and there's people in your life that have it, and you may have it unknowingly because it's something that doesn't always show symptoms. If you don't have an outbreak, you're still able to spread it. Unfortunately, you are. And you can have HSV1 down there as well. Yep. And HSV is not typically tested in the herpes or in the STI panels. And so that's why a lot of people don't know they have it. Absolutely. Thank you for the follows, you guys. I really appreciate it. It's the same as HPV. So HPV is human papillomavirus. It's what causes warts. It's what causes abnormal pap smears, abnormal cells. This is not the same thing. It's a different virus. I know you can see like the H and the V. It looks very similar, but they're not similar. They're very different. Most dogs won't test for herpes until you have an outbreak. Exactly. All right, guys, this is the last day for monolaurin and lysine to be on sale for Black Friday. It's the last day. And then also all of our Secret Society wellness products like the Reviver soap is on sale. We have the Rescue. We have the Recovery soap. This is amazing. I'm going to take one tonight. I'm on my way out for another party, so I'm going to take it before I go because I'm pretty run down. Rescue Balm, you can apply it directly to your outbreaks. These are all on sale. This is the only time of the year I ever discount this heavily. So this is the only time of the year you can get it this discounted. So stock up. We sell out of the soap all the time. Like it feels like every week we've sold out of the soap. And we're always making more. Oh, just so you know, the new soaps, because there was a issue with the ingredients and the dye, so they were coming out different colors. The new soaps are no longer dyed. This is an old one. I don't even have the new ones because we sell out so fast. I don't even have my own soap. It's the same ingredients, just there's no dye. And it was all natural dye anyways, but it's just white. All right, guys, I hope you're having an awesome Black Friday. I know I am. Hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving. I thank you all for being here, and I appreciate you all. Let me know if you have any more questions, and I will see you all soon. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for joining me on Black Friday. I appreciate you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.